y'all. So I'm not on camera today. I'm not feeling very good. So this is not going to be a too terribly long live. I just wanted to pop in and just kind of hang out with you guys for a few minutes, a couple hours maybe, and show the activity for Ellen's billboard and just kind of discuss chit chat, what I've missed in the past couple of weeks. Oh, happy Mother's Day to you as well, Dandy. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Andy Rose, welcome in, love. Shayla Montag, welcome in. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, whether you are a female mom or dad mom. Welcome in and happy Mother's Day to everybody. So I know I've took a kind of a little bit of time off. Had a lot going on. Some personal things I won't get into with family. And then some of you guys know that are in the Discord or a part of the community know that my mother in law has been hospitalized for the last couple of weeks. In and out. She came home for a day and then woke up and is now back in the hospital. So this isn't going to be too terribly long live. I just kind of wanted to show like some updates and maybe talk about some of the stuff that I've missed. Happy Mother's Day, Victoria. Thank you for coming in, honey. I know I've missed a lot, and sometimes, it's not a bad thing that you miss a lot in this community. I know there's a lot going on as far as rumors and drama and negativity in Sebastian's case, and it's really sad, guys. It really breaks my heart to see all the sadness that's being wrapped around his case. And I don't know if Katie or Chris or Seth are subscribe to my channel, but I want to start out with saying, if you do hear the sound of my voice, Katie, happy Mother's Day to you, and my heart goes out to you. Another mom that I'm really close to is Brandy Neal, Michael Vaughan's mom. So happy Mother's Day to her as well. Guys, these Mother's Days are hard on a lot of us. My mom's gone. She's been gone for several years now. And, I actually woke up to a lot of really beautiful messages from my kids and one from my dad and my daughter-in-law saying, we love you and happy Mother's Day. And that really means a lot to me. So I appreciate you guys taking time out of your Mother's Day with your family to kind of hang out here with me. Thank you, Victoria. Hugs to you too, love. Thank you guys again for being here and hanging out with me. So I kind of wanted to touch on all the darkness, guys. We have so much darkness that we cover, either if you're a subscriber, a mod, a supporter, a creator in this community. And, it really hurts my heart to see all the negativity and the darkness that are wrapped around these cases. It's very disheartening, and it's not a good look. It's not a good way to be. So I'm just going to start out with that. And I've got the blip ready here. So I'm going to go ahead and blip, and we're going to take a look at Ellen's billboard. Big shout out to everybody, Kimber, ArcticFox, Pointer Lover, that donated to the billboard, Mecky, that donated to the billboard. So you guys should be able to see that on screen, and I'll make it big because it's kind of small on the StreamYard here. So this little green tab that you guys see, that's a play button, and that means that her billboard is up and running, and it says running on here. If under any other status, it'll say paused or stopped. Her billboard is ongoing and has not stopped. So I'm going to start out with sharing the $170.96 that is left on her billboard, which will keep it running for a while. I don't have this set to the highest level a day, and the reason for that is so we can run this for as many days as we can. It is in a great location. It is by a stadium there in Pennsylvania. So it has a phenomenal location. I'm really happy with the fact that I was able to get it approved at that location. And then we're going to take a look at the progress of her billboard. See, I don't have my mouse out here, guys. I'm on the sun deck. So this shows that $89.39 has been spent so far to keep her billboard running. It has been running since April 24th, which is Minnie Monster's birthday. It was really important for me to run it on that day, his birthday and Ellen's age match. So that was part of the reason behind my choice to start it on that date. So it has flipped or blipped 4,320 times. It's had 21.8 thousand impressions. The average spins right at $5 a day, and it's 21 cents a blip. So that's great that it's getting that much of movement. It really makes my heart happy to know that it is up and running. And I think I clicked on the same one. So I'm going to open this up and we're going to take a look at the reports. And we're going to choose the report. I believe it's this one. And we are going to swap it out. You guys see there's several on here because I had to get it approved. So there was several of them that were moved around, switched, changed designs, etc. So we're going to do an open and it's going to pull us up a PDF here. You guys can see on screen, it's going to generate that PDF. And then we're going to open this up. And it's going to show us her blips, which is the 4,284. And then I'm going to flip back over here and we're going to look at the one that shows us the times, which is a campaign summary. And this one should give us the times of when her billboard flips. It flips in the mornings generally. And all throughout the day. So it's going to generate our report. I can't see chat right now, so I'll get right back to chat in just a minute, guys. So we're going to open the PDF version of that as well. And this shows us when it's flipped today. It flipped at 10:55 this morning, 11:53, 12:20, 1:46, 2:58, 3:49, 4:51, 5:52, 6:54, 7:56, 8:48, and 9:45. So happy Mother's Day to Ellen's mother as well. So I wanted to share that with you guys just so we are keeping that transparency and showing that her billboard is still up and flipping. There's Arctic. Welcome in, Arctic. Thank you for being here, honey. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is so awkward without my Marie. Welcome in. Thought I saw Arctic say hi to Salty. Salty, if you're in here, my chat's probably jumping around. So thank you for being here too. Oh, Shelly. Okay, I thought Salty was in here. So that is Ellen's billboard, which is still up and running, and I'm super excited about the fact that it is still up and running. And Vern still has billboards going for Sebastian, and Dutchie still has billboards up for Sebastian as well. If you guys were in her live, I believe it was last Sunday. She did the t-shirt giveaway, which was awesome of her to do, to keep Sebastian's face out there and on those beautiful t-shirts that Katie made. And, it's important to bring awareness any way that we can bring awareness to his case. And you guys know that I'm not a family basher over here. I don't see any good in doing that to the families. It's just not, it's just definitely not something that we need to do. Arctic, my Cash App is attached to the Billboard campaigns. So that's how you can donate. And I appreciate the donation that you made the first night that I ran these. You're awesome. Thank you so very much for doing that. It's still got, if you came in late, there's still $170 on there, which will keep her up and running for a while still. And we'll do another live later on when I'm not so exhausted and overwhelmed. And I will definitely do the document drive that I wanted to do on her case, because you guys, there's a lot of moving parts in her case and a lot of court dates and fights that her family have been through in court. And it's just so unfortunate that, we went over her photos and we went over the great depictions that Gavin Fish had created of her wounds. And there is no way that that was a self-harm case. No way. Like, it's just, come on, guys. Thank you, Arctic. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're awesome. I definitely appreciate you. I will definitely let you know. Thank you so much. You guys, if you're not subbed up to Arctic, make sure you sub up to Arctic. He is a rock star and a great person and does amazing work for the missing as well. We've worked together for many years, and he's a machine when it comes to putting out these missing people's faces and their stories and keeping it fact-based. We also have the case of Micah. That is another one that's getting a lot of drama and other information and that's been put out. That's another really sad case. And I jumped on Doggo's panel yesterday and kind of discussed the importance of mental health and domestic violence and how it doesn't only affect women. There's also men that are affected as well. So we have to keep in mind that this is something that's worldwide. There's no discrimination when it comes to domestic violence, and there's no guidelines that say, oh, well, because you're a male, you're not going to experience a life-changing experience like that. If you guys did catch his live yesterday, I told my story, and it took many years to heal from what I went through. And we talked about how I'm not ashamed of my story. I'm very proud of the fact that I survived what I survived and that I'm still able to be here, and it made me a stronger person and have a better understanding of what really goes on in the world today. Victoria, you are perfectly fine, honey. Says, I wish I could donate to you and others, but because my mother, I'm limited on income. I get it. I totally get it. No problem at all. Peggy, welcome in. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. And there's my website. If you guys haven't checked out my website, I worked really hard on that website, and it is full of really, really good resources. People need to let Micah rest in peace. Bad enough she couldn't live in peace, but definitely to have discussion about mental health. I may go live tonight for Mental Health Awareness Month. Absolutely. I think that's a great idea, Arctic. I think that's a great idea. I actually shared my website on my community wall, guys. I'm going to pull that up. Um, I really worked hard on this, and I actually deleted the edit page because I kept going in and changing it, and it became almost obsessive for me to change it around. And, I just wanted to make sure that it had everything on there that I felt it was raining earlier, guys. So I'm going to move my laptop back around where I'm not sitting at an angle. I'm out on the sun deck. And like I said, haven't had much sleep the last couple of weeks, so my eyes are all swelled up, and I'm fighting this allergy because apparently it's that time of year that everything wants to bloom in the yard at once. But I'm going to pull up this so you guys can see my website, and I still need to brand it so it does still have the generic website path, but I will get it branded. I don't think about it, to be honest. So hopefully you guys can see that. And again, I'll make it the big screen. Arctic says, I get it. Victoria, I've been slammed with medical bills between my husband and my mom lately. Right. I totally understand. Always appreciated, never expected. You guys know that. Right? Allergies are a gift from Satan. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like we're in Florida, so it's like I'm from Kentucky, and my body is still getting used. I've been here 5 years, and my body is still getting used to all these different plants and stuff. So I apologize for the sniffles. Okay, so the header says Mind the Monsters with Sunshine. Come join my community and dive into true crime. Live chat uploads community posts. Join my journey down the rabbit hole of true crime. Take a walk with me in the minds of monsters. A safe place to chat, have an opinion, and post. Find me on all social media. I also create missing and wanted flyers and other awareness that needs attention. And then it has the YouTube button, and it actually works. So if you click that, it will actually take you to my channel. And it says podcast, live stream chat, breaking news, murder, and mystery. And of course, my MMIW there on the side, which is missing and murdered Indigenous women. Content creator of graphic cases, cold cases, current cases, creating missing posters and flyers. My mission is to help spread awareness for the missing people all over the world and bring quality breaking news and information relevant to the case. And then, of course, my tag is at Mind of Monsters. And then the next page is hotlines. So these are hotlines and resources. You have the National Child Abuse Hotline. There's the phone number. And then I also have included the phone number for hearing impaired. The crisis text line. There's the text number and the website. I also have, that's the USA. And then right below it is Canada. You can text that as well if you are in Canada. I also have the depression hotline and 1-800-DON'T-CUT. And Nightbot actually drops that as well. The National Domestic Violence Hotline. It is staffed 24 hours a day by trained counselors who can provide crisis assistance and information about shelters, legal advocacy, help centers, and counseling. The Domestic Abuse Helpline for Men and Women, DAHMW.org. There's their number. Stand Against Domestic Violence Crisis Hotlines. The National Association of Anorexia and Associated Disorders. There's their number. The Human Trafficking Line. The National Suicide Hotlines, prevention lines, all those are in here, and I have those in English and Spanish. And then these that are all in yellow, these are all the countries that I could find. So you have Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Canada. There's 3 different ones in Canada. I'm sorry, there's 4 in Canada: China, Costa Rica, Germany, India, Ireland, Israel, Japan, Mexico, South Africa, Spain, Switzerland, Thailand, Ukraine, United Kingdom. There's 2 for the United Kingdom. One is a number you can call, and one is a number you can text. And then I also have Zimbabwe on there. Links to resources is the next page that is found on my site. And it says links to organizations. Click the buttons to go to the website. And you go down, all of these are hot buttons. They'll actually take you to the site. So if you were to hit this one, it will take you to NCMEC. We also have the MMIW's website on there, Name Us, Crime Line. This is the link for the Child Safe kits. Those are free. Texas EcoSearch as well is on there. That is on there as well. And then I have my graphic, and you guys are welcome to screenshot this and share this. It says you can connect with a trusted, compassionate person who will listen to you, help create a plan, and address your concerns. This is the National Runaway Safe Line. That's their phone number and information on there. You have the Black and Missing Foundation. And then I've got AA. And then NetSmart is NCMEC's online safety education program. It provides age-appropriate videos and activities to help teach children to be safer online. So these are all, like I said, these are all clickable links, guys, the little buttons underneath. And then, of course, I have NA on there, which is Narcotics Anonymous. And then VICAP, which is unidentified persons on there. And then if you go to the last page, it has my contact information on there. And my little Mind of Monsters guy. So this is my website. It's on my community wall. It's in the descriptions of the video, and Nightbot also drops that link as well. Please, if you would like to share that website, you are more than welcome. Again, I worked really hard on it, and I'm really proud of it. And because I'm OCD and ADD, I did delete the edit page for it, which I could still access it if anybody has anything that they would like added to it. I just had to do that to keep myself from constantly editing the site, which is no good for my mental health. Arctic says, I can wash my car and an hour later it's yellow from the pollen. I know, right? I know. And like where we parked the Mustang, there's a tree, and I try to park away from that tree, but I swear it like reaches over and drops pollen and these little, I guess they're airplanes is what we used to call them when I was a kid, on my car. It's horrible. It was in the shop yesterday, and I was like lost for hours until we finally got to go get her. My mom visited Arkansas and said the same thing. It's crazy. Victoria said our elevator went back down. The person in that doesn't live here. Oh no. Arctic says, yeah, Nandy, that's bad. You can literally crap from the cottonwood trees flying in there, right? Thank you, Arctic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Peggy says, medical costs are out of control. So many can't afford what they need. My son and daughter-in-law can afford it. Needed medical help. I'm fortunate all mine are 100% covered. Absolutely. That's great that you're covered. And it's very sad that medical is outrageous. It's crazy. Keno's not too happy either because we are 6 floors up and it's hard for him to even healthy people. Oh, and he's a little chunky guy. Bless his heart. I get it. Arctic says, so sorry, Victoria. I can't imagine going up and down all those stairs. Yeah, I don't breathe good as it is. So it's absurd. The politicians are too busy playing cockblock work together. Right. Absolutely. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. It is. The healthcare system's all screwed up. You're getting snow today? Oh, wow. Victoria says, I have California Medical. It pays for everything, even hospital. That's awesome. That's amazing. Woohoo. Way to go, California. Everybody else needs to jump on that. The great thing about living in a progressive state. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's amazing. So we discussed Ellen's Billboard. We discussed my website just for mental health and um, other resources that are on there. Again, there's some great websites, hotlines, phone numbers. Um, I tried to make sure that it wasn't like overloaded with information, but still had all that good information on there that, it's easy. It's right there at your fingertips if you need something. And I even tried to include as many countries as I could because here on YouTube, we have, subscribers and followers and supporters from all over the world that come into these channels. And, it's really important to be able to have those, within a touch of a finger and have those phone numbers. If you're on your phone, you can click on a phone number. Most phones will call that number that you're wanting to reach out to. I am going to touch on a couple of things. If you guys are on my Twitter, I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I let my mouth get out of control. I had to sit on my hands. But I had put out a post, and I'm just going to touch on this because, as I said, this is going to be a chit chat live. So I had put out a post about how this recorded phone call got released of the PI and Chris Proudfoot. And if you guys were in any earlier lives, you know that the first podcast that I saw Heather on, I was not impressed at all with her lack of knowledge of autistic children behaviors, and just all around information. The Web Sleuth's interview, and I know I was probably a little hard on Web Sleuth. I was really upset with the way that Chris on that live. It just seemed like a witch hunt, and that's just my opinion. And it just, a lot was said on there that shouldn't have been said. But the phone call that was released, that should have never been released to the public for public consumption. And now it's going around that Heather sent it to somebody, and that somebody didn't know, and they sent it to Seth, and Seth sent it to a YouTuber. And I'm just gonna put it out there that I don't know, like, I haven't seen confirmation, but I have a pretty good idea which YouTuber that went to. And I remember when that YouTuber got started. It was a very small channel. It has exploded in Sebastian's case. I've grown very slowly and organically over here because I would rather grow slowly and organically than play into any of the drama. So I posted that on Twitter. I think when I checked this morning, it's got like maybe 11,000 views on it. It may be more than that on Twitter, and a lot of comments. I had people come at me negatively and say that I was defending someone that knows what happened to Sebastian. And like I told that person, several of them, one of them blocked me, which is fine because block me if you can't handle the truth. And I'm not defending anyone. I'm not here for drama. I'm not here for any side taking. I'm here for the missing, and that's what I do, and that's who I am. And if you don't agree with me, then we can agree to disagree as adults. So I did kind of lose my patience on there with a few people, and I had a somebody that I really respected actually commented on it, and I guess she didn't take the time to read what I had posted, and I corrected her, and then I haven't heard back from her, so I'm not sure what's going on with that little back and forth that was happening there. But I don't feel like I have to defend myself. I just want to clear it up that if you are normally on my Twitter, I'm usually not hot-headed. It had just been that I'd been dealing with a troll all day long. I got called an abuser. Women don't even know who I am. So it really got under my skin to be called something like that. When you don't know my story, you don't know anything about me. And, here I'm at like almost 3,000 followers on Twitter. You got 27 followers and you're telling me I'm doing something wrong, honey? Okay, you do you, sis. But, I don't agree with it being released at all in any way, form, or fashion. I don't care who released it from that team. It was very unprofessional, unbecoming. And I hope that parents that reach out to that private investigator, what's her name, Heather Cohen, that they do research and look back and see what shitstorm that has taken place in Sebastian's case and really protect themselves and vet these PIs. Like, if you come to me and you ask me a good PI that would be credible and helpful on a missing person, whether a child or adult, SF Investigates Steve Fisher's who I'm going to send you to. That's absolutely 110% who I'm going to send you to, because he does credible work. He does amazing work, and he's helped a lot of people. He is SAR certified. He does searches. He does constant training and up training. And, he's not scared to put his credentials out there, so there's that on that. And I've said my piece about that. I just don't agree with the phone call being released. And, I'm the first one to say that what this man's been through, he has every right to be pissed off. He has every right to be angry and pissed off and defend his wife, his family, and the name and his name. Your Twitter got hacked. Oh, wow. Somebody tried to log into mine the other day, and I've said this openly before, that I wouldn't suggest trying to log in of anything of mine, because I have people that within 10 minutes will tell you what you ordered on your Instacart. So I wouldn't suggest trying to get into anything of mine if whomever hacked Arctic decides to do something stupid with any of my social media. Probably would not be a good idea. Victoria, you're permanently blocked from Twitter. You went off on Court TV. I've actually got into it with a couple of the Court TV whenever they were doing the Maya case here out of Florida. I was rather upset at the photos of her in the limo that was posted and used for clout. It really pissed me off, and I went after one of them. Seth released it. I mean, we all know who put it out on YouTube. It's just like, I think Seth being behind the fake dog handler. So I've missed that. Who is the fake dog handler? Because like I said, I've had a lot going on, so I've missed a lot. So that's why it was a case discussion title, because I've missed a lot, guys. Oh, you're asking because of the snow. Melissa Wildcard, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, see, I can't do him. I cannot with that man. Because let me tell you why. I've actually met him in person. And I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I guess he got butt hurt. and he blocked me on Twitter, which I'm completely okay with, and I don't give two shits about being blocked. I'd rather you block me than me have to see the trash that you post. Um, saying hi to Arctic. Let's see. You may not like me for this, but I saw through Fest that Seth, the first interview he did. No, Victoria, you're welcome to your opinion. This is a safe place to chat, and I've made it very clear how I feel about not Seth as a person, but his behaviors and putting out information. Doodlebug fart, welcome in, love. About Sebastian's personal information. Looks like we got about a foot so far. Oh, wow. I haven't seen snow in 5 years, guys. All that matters is Sebastian and all the other children and adults. Exactly. None of this drama or anything will help bring anyone home. It's sunny and really warm on the western slope today, Peggy. Must be in high elevation. Arctic says, I mean, I don't think Seth's responsible for Sebastian being missing, but I don't blame Sebastian for running a bit or having to live with Seth. I mean, it's so sad. And how to Doodlebug. Peggy Crawl the Frog throwing his temper at us with a dark color hair. I get it. That's funny. In the mountains, 9,000 plus feet. That's awesome. I can't remember the little town that I went to. It's on the back. So I've been all over Colorado, but we went to this little town, and I cannot remember it starts with an O. I can't remember that little town to save my soul, but there was a hot spring there, and they had log cabins, and I rented a log cabin for the weekend, and it was so beautiful. And like the general store was the sheriff's office and the post office and everything all in one, and that was many, many years ago, guys. That was back in the late 90s. But I can't remember that name of that little town to save my soul. It was past Durango, and I think we were already out of Silverton. But I cannot remember to save my life what it was. Doodle saying hi to everybody. Mysterious Manor True Crime, welcome in. This is Lady V. Hi, Lady V. Happy Mother's Day to you, honey. Thank you so much for being here. The audio being released, basically all of what's going on in Sebastian case. Absolutely, it is. And like I said, the person that released it should be completely ashamed of themselves. And if they are licensed, they should have their license stripped from them. And that's my opinion. Lady V is awesome, guys. Amy Smith, welcome in, honey. I'm doing all right. Just had a lot going on. All the releasing that call did was re-victimize Katie. Absolutely, it did. I mean, think about what this guy's been through, guys. This guy's been through, he's been drugged through the mud, and then Katie. Can you imagine? I mean, and I hope this never happens to any of you guys, but many of you guys know that my son was missing. Do you know that was the most horrible event I think I've ever been through in my life? And I've buried 2 of my children. So my kids are my heart. They're my life. They're my everything. My son was missing in Nashville. We lived in Nashville for almost 30 years of my life. My kids were raised in Nashville. And I spent 3 days on the phone with detectives and police officers and begging for help. But because he was an adult, he had the right to be missing. He doesn't like me telling his story on here, so I won't tell the details. If you guys want to hear it, you can go back into earlier lives before I was asked not to detail his story. But I'm lucky that I have him today. So, and I've said this before on other lives, guys, the heartache and the pain of not knowing where your child is, you're not sleeping, you're not eating, you're not functioning, you're not able to do anything without questioning yourself. You find yourself making a sandwich and asking yourself, do I deserve this? Because I don't know where my child is. So please, guys, when you, and I don't mean anybody necessarily in this chat, but if you can hear the sound of my voice, if you feel the need to take sides, do it privately. Don't do it publicly. Don't, as a creator, Don't open your panel and take calls and let people bash and talk about how they know that this mother or this father is a murderer and they did this and they did that. Because I always go back to look at what Brandy and Tyler were put through. They were just drugged through the mud on YouTube. They were drugged through the mud on Twitter, on Facebook, just treated horribly and talked about horribly and had done all these horrible things when come to find out, no, it was monsters that lived a road over that are responsible for Michael's missing, not Brandy or Tyler. So, and I've asked this before, again, not anybody in this chat, but for creators. When we find Sebastian, are you going to apologize to these parents if they had nothing to do with this? Does it mean nothing that law enforcement has said? They have nothing. There is no foul play. They have nothing that shows foul play. Truth Not Feelings, welcome in. Honored to have you in chat. Good afternoon, Mind of Monsters in chat. Happy Mother's Day to you moms, stepmoms, and aunts that love like mamas. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah, Arctic's, I will drop his petition. If you guys haven't signed that petition, make sure you do definitely sign it. It's a crazy rabbit hole, right? Absolutely. Yeah. Some lady named Steph who got the pics of her dogs off Chewy website. Oh my God, are you serious? Wow. And didn't Heather's thing that she put out say something about a Steph or Stephanie? I know I briefly watched Brittany's live. Since the whole bashing the parents thing, I can't stomach being in there because I'll get blocked within a couple of minutes. So there's not even any point in me trying to go in there and say anything because it'll never get to Brittany what I have to say because it's just disgusting. And I caught like the private jet and the shit talking, and that's when I was like, yeah, I can't do this, and I left because it just pissed me off. Danny, I stand him. He went off on me and doggos. Who? I don't know who you're talking about. Doodlebug Fart is amazing. Guys, if you're not subbed up to Doodle, make sure you sub up to her. Cutie Pie, welcome in. Welcome in. Someone involved in Sebastian's case. Yeah. I didn't. Wow, that's crazy. A fake dog handler. What the hell is wrong with people? Mecky, thank you, honey. Orvis. I must have missed something. Yeah, they wouldn't help. It pissed me off, and it really hurt my heart that, being a Nashvilleian, lived most of my life there, that I actually had to call Hartsville Police, which is Sumner County. I believe it's Sumner County. I think it's Sumner County. It's been a long time. Hartsville, anyway. I'm almost positive it's Sumner County. Anyway, I had to call them and get Hartsville, which is a teeny tiny little town, to help me with my son and put fire under Nashville's ass. Thank you, honey. Lady V says these YouTube streets violated these parents completely. It is easy to throw out shade and allegations, harder for people to forget those when they're found innocent. Yeah. Yep. That's facts. Thank you, Arctic, for dropping Doodlebug. She's a rock star, guys. Does a lot of missing. I binge watch a bunch of her shorts. So make sure you guys check out Doodlebug's channel. Some of these people that are causing so much trouble for the families really need to question their mental state. It is. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Cano's a good tracker. So is Gurley. Actually, she's a hunter. She's been crying all over these streets, claiming she's a victim of. Oh, wow. I saw her apologizing on Granny's this morning. Um, I didn't sneak. I didn't see you sneak in. Oh, Mickey snuck in. Trousdale County. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, guys, I've got a lot going on between my mother-in-law being in and out of the hospital, and I did 10-hour week last week every day, and it just kind of melted my brain. Thank you. It's Trousdale County. Trousdale. It's pronounced Trousdale, isn't it? Truth not feelings. All the counties run together up there. But you know where I'm talking about, Hartsville. It's like right before you get to Gallatin. It's a little bitty town. Mind of Monsters Hawks. Orvis, or no, it wasn't Orvis. That's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna have to find out what that Stephanie sounded like Nina. I haven't heard it, so I'm gonna have to yeah, I said it right. Okay, Trousdale. I'm gonna have to go find that now, guys. If you haven't signed this, this is Arctic's. I think that's what it's under, Fox Reform. That should pull up his yeah. That is the Amber Alert Reform change.com that Arctic has. If you have not signed it, please go and sign that, share it, because the Amber Alert system is state by state and it definitely needs some reform, guys. So hit that up and definitely make sure. Most of these creators need big purple coats and a fedora with their feature as their profile because they're big old tragedy pimps. Absolutely. If you guys didn't see the you're right. You're right. That's it. That is it, Dandy. It was your Ray. Yes, that is what it was called. Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you so much, Peggy. A big old feather. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm going to share that. I think I still have it in here because I'm constantly getting blocked by tragedy pimps. So I actually made a little GIF or meme. I guess it's a meme. It's not a GIF because it doesn't move. So this is what I made for the tragedy pimps, and you guys are welcome to share this as well. I think I put it on Facebook. I know it's on my Twitter, my community wall, and you can definitely screenshot it and share it if you'd like to. I'm pulling it where so it's a little bit bigger. It says I got blocked by a tragedy pimp. So that was just kind of something a little fun that I made one night because I got blocked by JLR on Twitter, which was quite hilarious. And I told Mr. Monster, I was like, yeah, so I'm going to make this and I'm going to share it and I'm going to make sure that everybody can see this and share it because, you know, hey, I wear that badge with pride. You know, I wear it with pride. I got blocked by a tragedy pimp. If you have been blocked by a tragedy pimp, please feel welcome to utilize this because I am not butthurt at all. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what. Are you guys like that? Thank you. Yeah, I love it. It's perfect. Thank you, Arctic. Looks great for a patch hat design. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Yeah, share away. Share away. Dandy says, is being blocked by JLR an insult? I don't think it is. I don't think it was an insult at all. I was like, wow, I must be doing something right if I got blocked by his hind down. You should make merch or shirts that use the money for billboards. That's a really good idea. That is a really good idea. If I didn't feel so rough, guys, I'd show you guys the merch that came in. I guess I can go grab it real quick. Needs to be a shirt. Yeah. Yep. I may do that. I may have, Thrifty Rabbit, my sister's the one that does all of our merch. Finally caught a live of yours. I enjoy your X content. Thank you, Stacy. Welcome in, honey. Thank you so much for being here. All right, guys, I'm going to run a missing video real quick and I'll go grab, like I said, pre-warned, I'm not feeling well, so I look a little rough, but you know, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the merch that I had come in so I can share with you guys. And I'm going to run Michaela because Michaela is a mom that is still missing and a case that is really close to my heart, guys. So I'm going to let her video run and I'm going to run inside real quick and I'll be right back. Hush. Hush, you little heathen. Sorry, guys, if you could hear the dog raising hell there. Let's see. Let's go back through. And hello to Stacy. Thank you for being here, one of my Twitter followers. I appreciate you popping into a live. We don't care how you look. We all have our days. You're still in your pajamas. That's awesome. No, I had to get up and start functioning this morning, guys. So, like I said, I got the allergy eyes going on. It says ArcticFox, by the way, you did a guy missing from California not long ago. For some reason, the only flyer that could get put up here is for missing dogs and cats for a few kids and people. That's really sad. Peggy says she never looks good. Oh, you always look good, honey. You just have to look inside yourself and find the beauty in yourself. Arctic says 90% of the time, if I ain't going nowhere, my work uniform is my pajamas. That's awesome. Make sure we got this up here where you guys can hear me clear. Still my oversized. Well, I've got the channel shirt on, so this is one of the first logos for the channel because I played around with the logo for a while before I was actually set to a logo that I liked. Thank you so much, Stacy, for being here. I appreciate you coming in, honey. You're in spandex and a huge shirt. That sounds comfy. I'm just going to put it out there. That sounds super, super comfy, guys. Okay, so the Investitator, if you guys haven't seen the Investitator, the story behind the Investitator is, in Summer Wells's case, a lot of people would go around and spread hate and be like, you're not an investigator. What are you doing? Da, 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 da. And my youngest son, his nickname's Tater. So I was on a live one night and I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm not an investigator. I've never claimed to be an investigator. I'm an investigator. And it stuck. And I was actually in Doggo's live one night and I believe it was Doodle. And I was telling Doodle, I was like, I should make a logo and some merch. with the Investitator. So I mocked up a logo and I sent it to Drifty, which is my sister who does all my merch. So she made the Investitator shirt. So if you guys can see it, the Investitator. And it says Mind the Monsters. And of course, he's got his coffee cup and his detective hat on. And these are really cool. They're like really soft, like Under Armour type material that she makes most of the merch shirts on. So that's the Investitator shirt, which I'm super proud of. The Investitator, almost as proud as I am of my, I got blocked by a tragedy pimp. And guys, I don't know if you follow her or not, but Chronicles of the Shady's channel, she got a strike, and I'm really upset about it. She does some really great work. She's a clip channel. And I'll share this, guys. My birthday's in June, and this is what my sister got me for my birthday. And it's a badass book, and it has like, oh look who I opened it up to, Aileen. But this is really, really badass book, and I've only made it through like a couple of pages of it. But it's stuck in the box too. So all the cups come with these guys. You have the straight straw, the curved straw, and then of course your metal straw cleaning brush. These come with all of them. So we've got the big stack of those here. And I had her make up a bunch of these. And what I'll probably do is one of them Mecky has already requested, which actually was made for Mecky. So what I'm going to do is one night I'm going to do the winner's wheel on StreamYard, so that way it's fair. And the way that it works is it picks names out of chat, and that's how you get your winners. But this is the channel cup. And of course, it's the logo. And it says Seeking the Light in the Darkness. And if you guys can see, it has the oil lantern on there. And I'm outside, so it's probably kind of shiny. But that's one of the cup designs that I had her make for just kind of a thank you to be able to give away, or do whatever I want with them. And then I have this one, and this is the True Crime Junkie. And this one is in red. If you guys have seen me on lives, I have one of these that I actually love. And then I'd sent one to one of my subs for hanging flyers for Sebastian. It says True Crime Junkie, and it's got the bloody hands and the messy bun, which a lot of you guys see me in the messy bun with the crime tape on top. And then we have the Investitator. And these are all Metal Yetis too, guys. So then you have the Investitator. This little cup of coffee in hand with the channel logo on it. And then Mecky requested one of the True Crime Junkie cups in green. So I'll share that one with you guys too, just so you can see the different colorations. And she can do these, I believe, in any color. Like if you have a specific color that you like. But this is the one that Mecky requested. So that's it's a green, but it still has the bloody hands, and it says True Crime Junkie across the top of it. So very cool. Very neat. Very cool and very neat. And like I said, I had her send me a box of these so I can do giveaways on the channel. And give my thanks back to you guys for being such an awesome force and a great support to myself, the community, and true criming responsibly, and just being amazing human beings, because it means the world to me to have you guys a part of my community. So I'll run back through chat. I'm a mobile hot mess. I've learned to embrace it and have my peace with it. I get it, girl. I get it. Oh, thank you, Lady V. You're very sweet. I just have an allergy. You guys can probably hear it in my voice. Normally, this is not how I sound, so I'm just kind of like this. Carl the Frog. I love that. Peggy says, I got a Justice for Timmy D shirt. That's awesome. Miss Barbara is awesome. Thank you so much, honey. Doodlebug Fart, do you like that shirt? I'm sure that's what I'm a little behind in chat. Yeah, I love that. The Investigator. I was really proud with the way that it came out. Dandy, same here. I've got several chronic illness issues, and I'm about comfies now. I don't care how I look most of the time. Yeah, I bought my first pair of Crocs like a week ago, and I'm in love with them, by the way. Aileen's story is very interesting. Very interesting story. That might be one that we'll go over here on the channel if you guys would like to do that. She's got some pretty crazy interviews and videos too. That might be interesting to take a look at. I'm glad you guys like them. That means a lot to me. At least it's not a damn Stanley Cup. I'm sick of seeing those things everywhere. Yeah, no, we didn't do Stanley Cups because, that was a crazy, them people's nuts. Thank you so much, honey. Let's see. Andy says, "What is that? A cup? I'm obsessed with those steel tumblers, water bottles because I hate." Yeah, they're all steel. She uses a. I wish she was in here. She uses a sublimation printer. So the logo, whatever design is put on the cup, it automatically has like the clear coat. I'm a car person, so like the clear coat film that goes over it. So they're dishwasher safe, they're hand wash safe, like they're great cups. They really are, and they're stainless steel on the inside. And then, like I said, you get the two styles of the stainless steel straw that comes with each cup as well, which are really nice. Says, "Ooh, I'm gonna get one when I get paid again. Can you have some made 40-ounce tumblers with hand?" I can ask her if she has 40 ounces. I'm sure if she doesn't have any in stock, she can probably get some. Yeah, absolutely, Andy. That's me, Mom. Victoria says I always have coffee in one of my hands. I normally do, but we're doing the Mountain Dew thing today. Normally, I do have coffee sitting out here too. Yeah, absolutely. Just let me know, Andy, and I'll be more than happy to, which I'll ask her either way. The investigator. All right, love. Thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, they still haven't found Elijah Vu. That's another really sad case, guys. Super sad case. Arctic says he reposted his flyer this morning. Yeah, that case just, what the hell is wrong with that mama? I haven't seen any updates on him. Yep, I will definitely message her and find out. I get up and Google, right? Yep, same. Find yourself doing that in a lot of cases. I'm muted. Oh, I probably muted to yell at the dog. Not abusively yell at my dog, but Buddy's a old dog. He was actually my mom's dog, and we live on a big piece of property, but there's woods that wrap all the way around us, and we have gators that are in the swamps on the bottom sides, and there's fences, but he's so little that he can like slip through the bottom of the fence. And then when you get down this way, like on the back side of the property, we have bear over there because the bear likes to pull the window unit out of the camper, and you can clearly tell it's a bear because it has fingerprints on the side of it. So I don't want him going around that way. Yeah, he does need to be found. What a sad, sad story. Yeah. Yeah, did you guys see the victim impact statements? Hi, Low 12, welcome in. Welcome in, honey. Did you guys see those? Oh my god, like, all I could think was, I'm gonna pop off camera real quick to smoke, guys. Um, Kayla Montgomery, like, I'm not a fan of hers to start with, but what the hell is wrong with you? You're gonna do you're gonna do an impact statement for a child that you were there and actively, whether you wanted to or not, help dismember her. And you're gonna get up there and talk about how much you love this man? What the hell is wrong with her? I like to blue a gasket, y'all. And then Jameson's dad's, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I follow both of them. And I'm asking, like, what can we do? Because at first, the court wasn't going to let them speak for Jameson. They wanted Jameson to. This is a child. Why the hell would you re-victimize a child? And like I said, that state has already failed Harmony so many times, repetitively. Come on. And then you had Adam Montgomery's ignorant ass that wouldn't even take a plea deal to tell where she is, Harmony, where Harmony's remains are. And, my honest opinion is the reason he won't tell where Harmony is because any way that he can hurt Crystal, and this sounds really vindictive, but I believe that this is 100% how I feel. That freaking son of a something or another will never tell where that baby's body is. And he's got so many years between his gun charges and then the charges that he got for Harmony that what is a plea deal going to do? We can all just hope that he gets either prison justice or doesn't get to come out on the other side because he doesn't deserve the oxygen that I breathe on this side of those prison walls. And that's just how I feel. That is just how I feel. Andy Rose said, I get it. I have Aussies. They're very adventurous and like to wander. Right. Buddy is he's a short-haired Dotson, and he thinks that he just owns the whole property. Yeah, you guys know that the Harmony's one of my babies, one of my very first cases. Yeah, bears and gators. Yep. We have all kinds of fun stuff. Everything wants to eat you or bite you in Florida. Yeah, I couldn't believe that she even I know who you meant, honey. I couldn't believe she even had the audacity oh, I love you so much. You heartless monster piece of shit. Pardon my French, y'all. I can't stand him, and I don't care for her either to start with. Yeah, it made my stomach turn too. I think my stomach turned, my blood pressure went up, the whole 9 yards, man. Victoria says she has a puglier. Puglier? Not sure what that is, but it sounds cute. Peggy says we got bears, mountain lions, bobcats, coyotes, no gators. We have Florida panthers, coyote. These are just what I've seen. So bears, gators. We have an otter that lives in the pond on the right-hand side of the property. We have coyote. I've seen one of them in the yard, and he was not scared of me. Almost came right up to the sun deck. Yeah, very selfish. You think he doesn't remember where she is? That's possible too. Be 115. Yeah. Piece of shit doesn't deserve anything. Says I don't want to be too graphic, but I think he won't say where she is because she's in multiple places. He probably doesn't remember them all. And I honestly agree with you because if you have followed her case, the I can't think of his name right off the top of my head, but the guy that was with him in the U-Haul, they made multiple stops. So what's to say that he didn't take her and disperse her into different dumpsters or just throw parts of her off the side of the road? He's a dirtbag. We don't have gators yet, but we have others that are coming into the city. Not bears, though. Oh, wow. Yeah, we have crocodiles down here in southern Florida, too. Just like Cody Bigsby. Corey will never say where his remains are. Exactly. That's another one. Piece of shit. The only thing I got bit from was a ferret in a pet shop. I used to have a ferret. She was really cool. Her name was Sabrina. She was a saber ferret. She was a doll. A pug is a pug and a Cavalier Charles King Spaniel. That sounds really pretty. Actually does. Doodle, I got bit because he wanted to play. That's awesome. You had a puggle years ago. I've had pit bulls, Rottweilers. I've got Min Pin Isabel. You guys have seen her on my shorts. I have Girdley, who is a Dapple Pin. She is a Dapple Dotson and Min Pin mix, my own breed. And then I have Buddy, which was my mom's dog, and he's a short hair Dotson. I have a coyote eating veggies, fruit scraps out for the deer. That's really cool. Yeah. YouTube has its pet ferret. Its name's JLR. I love it. I love it. That's freaking hilarious. He is like a little ferret, isn't he? Put him in a little ball and roll him around so he can eat his breakfast on camera and talk shit about people. Plant evidence, in my opinion, just to get views. Or non-evidence, I guess, is a better term. Either way. And I had people asking me, what did you do to him to get blocked? Hell, I don't know. There's no telling. Probably something that was the truth that he couldn't handle. So there's that. He thinks he's royalty, kings and queens, have pugs and cavaliers. I've had a bully dog, and she was a phenomenal dog. I actually had her family tree, and she was the great granddaughter of Queen Elizabeth's bull terriers. And she was a phenomenal dog, absolutely phenomenal dog. But she didn't get along with my littles, and I actually donated her to a friend that just loved her unconditionally. And I still get pictures and stuff of her, but she ended up being a lot bigger than what I expected her to be. So let's see. Victoria says, and I've owned 6 ferrets, 3 cats, and a bird. I would really love to have a bird, but Girly is a hunter, and she does not discriminate. Anything that is not her, she will try to hunt it. And I really want to get a hedgehog because they're super cool. So I said if anything ever happens to my fish, that I'm probably going to turn their tank into a big hedgehog environment. Probably what I'm going to do. And Dandy, I'm so jealous of you. Dandy says she's got parrots and a Maine Coon. Tater has a Maine Coon, and Mr. Monster calls her, what does he call her? Fluffy. His little Fluffy, and she is not little. Her friggin' paws are big as my hand. But she's a beautiful cat. And he wants one. And I told him, you realize that cat's going to get the size of a pit bull. So I've deterred him for the moment of getting a Maine Coon. All right, guys. So I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am fixing to get ready to go to the hospital to visit my mother-in-law. I ordered her a Fitbit. I was really hoping Amazon would show up before we left, but what can you do? It's Amazon and it's Mother's Day. But thank you guys for all being here. I appreciate it. Remember, guys, if you see something, say something. Remember, you're not alone. It takes a village to raise a child. And always know that if you need me, I'm here. You got my socials. I'm Discord, Twitter, Facebook. Comment on a video. I check all my comments. Comment on a community post. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. We have a great community. Anybody that you see here that either has a ranch or is in this community, make sure that you reach out. Always know you're not alone. And when I'm more organized and actually in my office where my desk is, we will do the deep dive into Ellen's case, and we'll take a look at a lot of other cases, guys. And much love. Happy Mother's Day to all my mothers, all my fathers that are mothers, all my grandmothers that are mothers, everybody that, mothers a child, or know that you're loved and you're appreciated. And I appreciate everybody for being here. And thank you all so very much. I love you bunches and lots of bunches, guys. I'm going to close out with my missing children here, because we don't want to forget they're still missing. And if you guys could please light up the chat with green hearts for Sebastian and all the other missing kids that are missing. Please remember, true crime responsibly, engage with empathy, do no harm, and trust the family. Bye, guys.